Get ready for the action, because we are diving straight into the San Francisco 49ers news. We start with the wide receiver room shakeup, where Demarcus Robinson, the playoff hero of last season, is facing a tough decision. We break down exactly what the 49ers are looking at for their final roster spots, and whether this veteran has the edge over other talented young players.
Stop using your finger for notes, sketches, and edits. This Jam Jake stylus pen gives your iPad a smoother, more precise writing feel with palm rejection so your hand can rest naturally on the screen. It charges fast, works for hours, and comes with replacement tips. Perfect for school, work, or creative projects. Check the link in the comments to grab it on Amazon.
Next up, we look at the electrifying talent the 49ers just secured. We're talking about running back Kaelon Black, who was selected with the number 90 overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. We explore everything we need to know about Black's incredible college career, his physical style, and why President of Football Operations John Lynch and head coach Kyle Shanahan were so excited about this Indiana star. Now we turn our attention to the coaching staff. We examine the hot seat surrounding 49ers head coach Kyle Shanahan as he enters his 10th season. We discuss the analysis from writer James Dater, suggesting that if the team misses the Super Bowl, questions might start to surface about the status quo under Shanahan's leadership. And finally, we look at the draft disappointments. We are breaking down two rookies who are absolutely bound to be whiffs for the San Francisco 49ers. We examine why they are being drafted and why experts believe these players, Carver Willis and Enrique Cruz Jr., will not work out for the team. Stay with us for the rest of the show. The San Francisco 49ers are aggressively reshaping their wide receiver room heading into the new season, and a high-profile decision looms over the depth chart. While the team has secured key players like Dejon Stribling, Mike Evans, Ricky Pearsall, and Christian Kirk, the final two spots on the 53-man roster are set to feature a significant debate, centering on veteran Demarcus Robinson versus two promising but injury-plagued draft picks, Jacob Cowing and Jordan Watkins. Robinson, who was a playoff hero last season, is front-running the competition due to his experience and impactful performance in the wildcard round. His 111-yard reception and touchdown in the playoff victory over the Eagles garnered significant attention from coach Kyle Shanahan. However, his regular season output, 276 yards and a touchdown, makes it debatable whether he can displace the pair of draft prospects. Cowing and Watkins, both selected in the 4th round, have shown flashes of promise in training camp and preseason, despite facing significant durability issues. Watkins suffered a high ankle sprain in his rookie year, limiting his playing time, while Cowing struggled with injuries throughout the 2024 season. Despite Robinson's recent success, the 49ers may lean toward Cowing and Watkins, viewing their combination as offering an intriguing blend of speed and route-running acumen, while also being less costly on the cap sheet than Robinson's projected 2026 contract. The team's inclination to stockpile late-round picks, particularly to manage contract situations, further fuels the argument for moving on from the veteran. While Robinson is unlikely to command a top-tier pick, the team might explore a trade, potentially leveraging a post-June 1 trade to save significant cap space, contingent on Cowing and Watkins proving they can earn the coaching staff's trust. Ultimately, the consensus suggests that if the outlook for Cowing and Watkins is positive, the 49ers are likely to part ways with last season's hero for long-term offensive potential. The San Francisco 49ers have made a significant move in the 2026 NFL Draft, selecting running back Kaelon Black with the number 90 overall pick out of Indiana University. Black arrives in San Francisco following a dominant run, culminating in a college football playoff national championship, bringing a physical running style, versatility, and a compelling personality that resonated deeply with the team. Team leadership has praised the selection. John Lynch, president of football operations and general manager, stated, "You can't help but love the kid and everything he stands for." Head coach Kyle Shanahan echoed this sentiment, noting that Black was the second-rated back on the board. Kaelon Black's collegiate career at Indiana was marked by high-level performance. He was a crucial component of the Hoosiers' college football playoff national championship run, finishing his final season with 1,039 rushing yards and 10 touchdowns. He contributed significantly to the team's success in the Old Oaken Bucket rivalry game against Purdue, rushing for 2 touchdowns in a decisive 56-3 victory. In the postseason, he led the team in rushing during their final stretch against top competition, accumulating 241 yards and 3 touchdowns. His performance in the championship game against the Miami Hurricanes included a key 20-yard gain on third and 7 that kept a crucial touchdown drive alive. Black showcased versatility across 6 collegiate seasons spanning Indiana and James Madison, earning Paul Hornung Award Honor Roll recognition at James Madison. His career statistics include 496 carries for 2,595 yards and 17 touchdowns, complemented by 55 receptions for over 500 yards and 6 receiving touchdowns, highlighting a strong upside as a pass-catching threat. San Francisco's evaluation process was heavily influenced by Black's downhill, physical running style. Running backs coach Bobby Turner, who worked closely with Black, emphasized the traits the team values. Turner prioritizes toughness, discipline, and coachability, often employing rigorous mental challenges to develop players. He noted that Black embodied these qualities, aligning perfectly with the culture Turner has cultivated. Despite not being invited to the NFL scouting combine, the 49ers staff remained highly impressed. Shanahan later commented post-draft, "You've got a guy who's not invited to the combine, but we thought he was one of the better backs." The 49ers graded Black as one of the top running backs in the class, valuing his physicality, vision, and ability to gain extra yardage. Furthermore, Black benefits from early familiarity, having been teammates with current 49ers quarterback Curtis Rourke and defensive lineman C.J. West, ensuring a smoother transition into the NFL locker room. The selection signals San Francisco's commitment to a physically dominant and versatile back in the upcoming season. San Francisco 49ers head coach Kyle Shanahan is unexpectedly named among candidates on the hot seat for 2026, according to a recent report. Shanahan is entering his 10th season with the franchise, marking him as the longest-tenured head coach in 49ers history, tying him with Bill Walsh. Despite this longevity, a senior writer from SB Nation, James Dater, has placed Shanahan on a list of NFL coaches facing scrutiny in 2026. Dater suggested that if the 49ers fail to reach the Super Bowl despite strong contention, questions regarding the status quo could arise. Dater highlighted Shanahan's record, noting that while the team has reached 4 NFC championship games and 2 Super Bowls, his team maintains a 0.55 win percentage, often falling just short of ultimate success. Dater framed this potential scrutiny not as a performance failure, but as a recognition that the current structure may not be optimal for either party. Conversely, there is no indication that the 49ers organization is considering a change. Owner Jed York has publicly stated his desire for Shanahan to remain with the team long-term, and the coaching staff, alongside general manager John Lynch, has established stability and sustained success in Santa Clara. Dismissing the notion of an imminent coaching change, former cornerback Richard Sherman stated that if Shanahan misses the playoffs in 2026, he would not be on the hot seat. Sherman emphasized Shanahan's elite reputation across the league, suggesting that if he were ever available, numerous teams would immediately pursue him. Sherman noted that while Shanahan has not secured a Super Bowl victory, his team remains a consistent factor in the NFL landscape. Noi Dung Kai Tight. The San Francisco 49ers 2026 NFL Draft has raised questions about the value of several picks, with analysts suggesting 2 or 3 rookies are likely to be wasted assets. While the team secured several players with draft value, the outlook for some rookies is grim. /N/ a focal point of concern is the selection of Washington offensive tackle Carver Willis in the 4th round. This pick was surprising given the 49ers' typical drafting strategy, but the move was intended to convert Willis into a guard to strengthen the offensive line and address a left guard vacancy. However, the team's approach to integrating him has drawn criticism. When asked about Willis, head coach Kyle Shanahan reportedly lacked excitement, simply stating they would start him inside to see if he could earn the role. Critics argue that Shanahan failed to cite any specific traits of Willis to build belief in his potential transition from tackle to guard. Pro Football Focus rated Willis as a solid run blocker and an adequate pass protector, noting he allowed 20 pressures, including 2 sacks, and was flagged 4 times. /N// in contrast, excitement for offensive lineman Enrique Cruz Jr. has been higher, largely attributed to comments from John Lynch rather than Shanahan. Lynch highlighted Cruz Jr.'s athleticism, noting he possessed the fastest 20-time, the highest vertical jump, and the greatest speed among offensive tackles in a game. Despite these impressive physical attributes, Lynch did not elaborate on Cruz Jr.'s run blocking, pass protection, or work ethic. /N/N given the lack of detailed endorsement from the coaching staff regarding both Willis and Cruz Jr.'s specific skills, experts suggest both players are unlikely to succeed with the 49ers. The consensus points toward these 2 offensive linemen being potential whiffs for the team.